Hello and welcome to Daily Records. I am Tommy Burton, and today's record is Aerial Ballet, the third album by artist Harry Nilsson, released in July of 1968 on RCA Victor. Now this actually was the second album he did on RCA Victor, and Aerial Ballet, named after the High Wire Circus Act, his grandparents performed. And so it was kind of a tribute to his ancestors. Most of the songs were written by Harry. There was the song One, which a lot of people know was a Three Dog Night hit. Of course, the opening line, one is the loneliest number. People say that and don't even know that it was a Harry Nilsson line. The interesting thing about this album, the title, Joey Kramer from Aerosmith later said that it was sort of the inspiration of their name and stuff. So you don't really tie Harry Nilsson and Aerosmith together, but Aerosmith member Joey Kramer says so. Now, the one big hit off of this album, Aerial Ballet, that everyone knows, probably Harry Nilsson's one of his biggest hits, is the one cover song on the album, the Fred Neil song, Everybody's Talking. Talking about it on Midnight Cowboy, as previously discussed here on Daily Records a while back when I was talking about soundtracks. But it did propel the album because it was an Oscar-winning film and became one of his biggest hits. I think it propelled the album. Now, there's another song from this album, The Courtship of Eddie's Father. How many of you remember that show with Bill Bixby? Harry did the theme to that song, Let Me Tell You About My Good Friend, and did the music for that show. There was a song on there, The Little Cowboy, that was written by Harry Nilsson's mom, and that's on this album. A beautiful tribute. Now, if you've seen my other channel, you'll know, and I'm going to pull this real quick. I've got 2 copies of this album, and the original had the song Daddy's Song. Now, Daddy's Song is known to you Monkees people as a song and dance number that Davy Jones performed in the movie Head. But it was removed from the album after those early copies were issued because of the Monkees version. And so they had paid, I think, like $35 grand for exclusive rights to the song. So the Daddy's Song version of the album is a little more rare, but it is the early pressing. Now, a lot of the reissues have restored it and put it back in because that Monkees contract is long gone. So that's that. Now, the other side of the story is Nilsson hung out with the Beatles during 1968, and John Lennon played Revolution for Harry and some of the White Album stuff, and Nilsson played the demo cut for this record. John Lennon was a huge Harry Nilsson fan. The stories are there, but this is back then. Apparently, John Lennon had spent 36 hours listening to Pandemonium Shadow Show. So really, really kind of an interesting connection there. And the Beatles really pushed Harry Nilsson along. Harry had a very sweet voice, great pop singer, and great pop sensibilities. Just nice songs, but his voice and the way he harmonizes with himself and sings rings around himself is just a sight to behold, or a sight to hear, rather, or something to hear. You know what I'm saying. One of the most fantastic voices. I just love how sweet it is and the range. He can go very low to very high. And a lot of these early Nilsson albums, kind of him showing off. To be honest, vocally. So, which isn't a bad thing. I like it when Harry does that. So today's Daily Record, Aerial Ballet by Harry Nilsson. And comment down below. Like, subscribe, share. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. It's TommyBurton75. In the meantime, I'll see you all again tomorrow with another Daily Record.